Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a you and them reading for the sign of Aquarius. So just remember, if you're not resonating with this reading, be sure to check your other placements, sun, moon, and rising. So Aquarius, today we're going to be looking at you and them. So we're going to be looking at your energy and then the energy of the person you are connecting to. So let's have a look. We're going to start with your energy. So, Spirit, let's have a look at Aquarius. I did say Aquarius, right? For some reason, I keep hearing Gemini, so maybe you're connected to a Gemini, but we're channeling Aquarius. Did I say Gemini? Spirit, let's look at what's going on for Aquarius. Maybe you need to listen to the Gemini reading. I keep hearing Gemini. So, let's look at the energy Aquarius is coming in as, please, Spirit. So show me Aquarius. We have the Scorpion. So you could be isolating from this person right now. You could also be thinking about this person could have burned you in the past, so your guard could be up. You could also be feeling a little bit resentful towards this person because of whatever they did to you in the past. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we're going to have a look at the person you're connected to. So show me the person they're connected to. We have the Snake. So it feels like right now your person is going through an awakening. Maybe you don't see that. The Snake card talks about tapping into their unawakened energies. So this person could be going through some sort of like Kundalini awakening. There could be some sort of skin that they're shedding here with the snake. There's a lot of activation here I'm seeing. And like I said, this person could have burned you in the past and you could be feeling quite resentful towards them. They could actually be protecting their energy. They could also be feeling hesitant to come towards you right now because they are awakening. Interesting earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on their side. So we're going to get a little bit more information here. I think it's interesting how the Scorpion is looking over at this person. So I do feel like you're thinking about this person, but like your guard is up with those pinchers. And it talks about, I already said it, but it talks about thinking about an unresolved issue from the past. And then over here, we have your person waking up. They're going through some sort of transformation over here. This is actually kind of similar to Libra. So now my eye is twitching. Interesting. We have the base chakra, so root chakra energy. So it feels like, you could both be grounding right now. So let's have a look here. Show me Aquarius's energy. We have Seven of Pentacles awaiting results. So Seven of Pentacles, it feels like you're waiting for something to happen here. This awaiting results card says that you'll have to be patient. So I feel like you have been being patient. But like I said, with this Scorpion card, it feels like you are still thinking about an unresolved issue in the past with this person. You're still thinking about it and waiting for something to come in here with awaiting results. Let's look at your person's energy. Show me the person Aquarius is connected to. We have third eye, awakening. What did I say about that? Awakening. So they're having a third eye awakening here. And we also have the star on the bottom, which I am going to take because we have a chakra card here. So this person is going through a third eye awakening right now. And awakening can be messy. And often people, when they're awakening, they tend to isolate. So it feels like you're both kind of isolated right now from each other. Like I said, this person could be awakening, but not letting you know that that's what's happening. And they're tapping into their intuition here. They're having a third eye awakening, definitely. The star is on the bottom, 6 of Cups, so they are thinking about you. But they're healing here. They're going through some sort of awakening, some sort of healing energy. We have Aquarius there. Breaking the chains that have kept them stuck. Thinking about you, 6 of Cups energy. So, you know, you could be waiting for this person to release themselves from isolation is what I'm hearing. You could be waiting for this person to awaken. Tattoos could be symbolic. We have very soon. So it feels like whatever you're waiting for is happening very soon. I feel like you're waiting to hear from this person. So we're just going to get interesting. Look at that. Protection. You're being protected. So you could be protecting your energy right now. I'm like a muscle memory type of person, so I have to like do the action in order to remember what I'm doing. We have full moon, new moon, intuition, and boundaries. So like I said, you could be protecting your energy right now. This person could have burned you in the past and you could have put up boundaries with them. It says communicating needs in a healthy way. So I feel like you communicated in a healthy way. Maybe they weren't communicating in a healthy way though. Maybe that's what left you burned. Interesting. There could be something coming around the next full moon or new moon with this person, whatever you're waiting for. So let's have a look. What do we need to know for Aquarius? This person could have confused you. This could be a very confusing situation. We have divine masculine. You could be dealing with a divine masculine here. We have online. And we have magnetic attraction. So it feels like you do have a magnetic attraction with this person. Mind, body, soul. So you could have a spiritual connection with this person. You could be waiting for this person to wake up as the divine masculine. You could have met this person online. It feels like this is a confusing situation. They could have left you feeling very confused. There could have been an imbalance of energy between the two of you. I'm just going to get one more. Well, that one came out so aggressively. What is it? It went on the floor and it ran away. We have situationship. So it feels like this is a connection that never turned into anything stable. Situationship. What are we? No label. Uncertain. Could be dealing with a counterpart here. And you could be awaiting them to like step into their divine masculine energy. Like I said, the Scorpion tells me that this person burned you in the past and you're still thinking about it. So I think I'm going to use interesting. I don't even know how that card got in there. The octopus. I haven't used this tarot deck in a long time. That may have happened this morning when I was filming Gemini. We have the octopus yearning. Interesting. Let's just look at the octopus. I don't believe in accidents. That's water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with a water sign, or you could have water placements. I can't remember the last time I saw that octopus card. Maybe it has been in this deck for a little while. I haven't used this tarot deck in a really long time, and I grabbed it during Gemini's reading just to show them a card. I didn't use it for Gemini's reading, and now I'm feeling called to use it for you. So the octopus, reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries. So you could have lacked boundaries with this person, and because of however they burned you in the past, it could have given you that fire that you needed to finally put up a boundary with this person. Yearning. So, and I saw 6 of Cups on your person's side, so it does feel like they're yearning for you. Space to bring into balance, space to oneself. So it does feel, like I said, the Scorpion tends towards isolation. The snake, you can see they're protecting their energy right now. So it does feel like there's a bit of isolation going on right here. Space to oneself. This person, you could have felt drained when you, like, energetically drained by them or this connection. And maybe that's what pushed you to put up boundaries. Interesting. All right. Interesting that you wanted to come to our reading, little octopus. So let's see what is happening here. Like I said, I haven't used this deck in a really long time. So we're going to start with your energy. So Spirit, can you please show me Aquarius's energy? And again, if this isn't resonating, don't take this as your message. We have the 7 of Wands, boundaries. You could have, I don't know, maybe this person was really defensive in the past. Maybe they reacted onto you and you had to put up a boundary. Anyway, let's just get your energy. This is a confusing situation. Show me Aquarius's energy. I almost called you the Scorpion. Show me Aquarius's energy. Show me Aquarius's energy. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 10 of Wands. So it feels like this is a situation that left you possibly feeling emotionally burnt out. Like I said, this person could have drained your energy. I don't want to say energy vampire, but they could have drained your energy. And it feels like this was a very overwhelming situation. And right now you're focused on your wish fulfillment. You're focused on the things that, you know, make you happy. It feels like this has been an overwhelming, confusing connection. The 9 of Wands also talks about, the 9 of Cups also talks about that you've recently, what does the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom? So it definitely feels like you're in an independent energy, working on your confidence, stepping into your higher self. You could be protecting your energy. Look at these feathers. Very independent energy here. Lots of 9s. But the 9 of Cups specifically talks about you have successfully completed an important thing in your life. And it could have been putting up boundaries with this person. You could have been someone who needed to learn how to put up boundaries. This person could have, you know, enough was enough and you had to put up boundaries. And I think that was a very important stage that you needed to learn or come to. But you're definitely in this like independent energy right now. The 10 of Wands, that's a sign that progress is being made. Ten of Wands, sign of progress. You are nearing the end of a difficult period. And we had very soon. All right, let's see your person's energy. Show me their person's energy. That's good. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is about positive changes, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So your person is, and I think it's interesting that they have the Snake card, which looks like a wheel. So right now your person is making positive changes. They're making adjustments in their life. I feel like the universe, the divine, is kind of in control of your person right now, and it's waking them up. And they're making positive changes. Five of Pentacles in reverse, making positive changes, overcoming adversity. Nearing the end of a difficult period. Maybe that was part of your soul contract, that you needed to learn how to stand up for yourself or put up boundaries. All right. And maybe you've been waiting for a while to hear from this person with that Ten of Wands. Maybe you've been waiting for a while for clarity. So let's see how you're feeling about this person. How do you feel about this person? We have the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for them to take a leap of faith towards you, waiting for a new beginning. For how you feel about this person, it feels like you invested time and energy here. Seven of Pentacles, you invested in this, but maybe it never turned into anything stable with that situationship card, and it feels like you're waiting for them to take a leap of faith towards you. We have Aries energy. We have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius with that card. King of Pentacles. So it feels like you did want to invest in a future with this person. You see them as someone you could settle down with. King of Pentacles. But it's like you're waiting for this person to take the leap of faith towards you in this more grounded, provider type energy, possibly with truth and clarity. Let's get one more for how you feel about this person. How do you feel about this person? Like I said, you could have been waiting for them to wake up. The Fool, you know, the Fool can also talk about when the Fool's journey, when we take the leap of faith off the edge and we wake up. So you could have been waiting for this person to wake up. For how you feel about this person, look at this. We've got the Four of Wands and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like this person wronged you in some way in the past, and you want them to stop playing games. You feel like they need to come in out of the darkness. They need to stop holding back. They need to stop running away. Four of Wands, you could feel like this is your counterpart. You feel like you could see, like it looks like you want the end of games, the end of running, and you want union or reunion with this person. Seven of Swords in reverse, like I'm just thinking about the Seven of Swords. So this person could have burned you in the past or wronged you or been deceitful in some way. Interesting. You know, one thing that I'm seeing is you could feel like your person needs to face some of their shadows or become more self-aware before you can come into union. But you definitely feel the potential of union with this person with the Four of Wands. You could feel like your person had a fear of commitment. Like they avoided commitment here, especially with the situationship card. So before we continue on, can I just grab this card for your cover photo? Because I have a really hard time getting this card. Hang on. If you could see the way I struggle to get this card out for the cover photo, it's sad. So I'll just take those for now. Or I'll just take that card for now. So let's see how they're feeling about you. Temperance. So this person feels like this person wants to restore harmony with you. This person wants to restore balance. I feel like this person could be feeling like, you know, they could be re-examining the priorities they'd chosen over you, especially if this person made you feel like an option. If there was an unbalanced aspect to this connection with Temperance, this is Sagittarius energy. So this person wants, you know, peace and harmony and balance with you with the Temperance card. How is this person feeling about you? How is this person feeling about you? We've got the Three of Swords. So this person feels, you know, pain, separation, sadness, grieving. This person, they definitely did something to you here with the Scorpion and the Three of Swords here for how they feel about you. They definitely wronged you in some way. And like I said, they're having a hard time getting over this. Three of Swords for how this person is feeling about you. Heartbreak, separation, sadness, grief, sorrow, upset, loss, trauma, tears. And look at this. There's tears. This heron, or whatever, crane, I don't know what it is, it's crying. Breakup, argument, conflict, separation, sadness, tears. I feel like this person could have pushed you away too because of their wounding, because the Three of Swords talks about pushing someone away. So I feel like this person could have pushed you away. How is this person feeling about you? How is this person feeling about you? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this person is feeling, and the King of Cups. So this person is feeling like you're going through a glow up right now with this Nine of Pentacles. This person could feel like you are better than them. They could feel like they're unworthy of you. The King of Cups, this person, look, it's a black swan, and you had the Divine Masculine card come out. So this person does have love for you here with the Father of Cups. There could have been something when we first started this reading. The camel caught my eye, okay? The camel caught my eye. So this person could have been someone who had really emotionally strong reactions. They could have been quite defensive. There could have been like emotional manipulation because you have the Seven of Swords in reverse here. And this person feels like they need to be able to control their reactions is what I'm hearing. They feel like they need to, I feel like this person feels like you're going through a glow up and they need to come towards you. Interesting. The highest form of love for how this person is feeling about you. And we've got the Eight of Swords. So they're overthinking about you right now. They're very much in their head. And they could be feeling like their trauma pushed you away. It's funny, as soon as I started channeling your person, I got quite, like, I feel like I'm almost in a daze, like I'm kind of stuck in my mind. Let's look at their intentions towards you. I feel like this person thinks about you a lot. What are their intentions towards you? The Star. So they want to heal this. We have the Star on the ground, and we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So this person's intentions are to heal this, to restore your hope in them, your faith in them. And Four of Swords in reverse, this person wants to release themselves from this isolation. And look at this, an awakening. Just like this, their third eye being illuminated. So this person's intentions are to show you, like how can I put that? I'm having a hard time talking when I'm channeling your person. They want to restore your hope in them. They want to reignite passions here with the Four of Swords in reverse. Their intentions are to come towards you to release themselves from isolation here with the Four of Swords in reverse. I keep saying that. What the hell? Interesting. So I want to see what action this person will take towards you in the future. Because you're waiting for something here. You've got that twice. So what action will this person be taking towards you in the future? So we have the Ace of Swords and the Father of Swords. Whoa. So another thing, I'm seeing a lot of kings come up in this reading, which is, you know, symbolic of that divine masculine energy. So their action towards you in the future, they're coming towards you with truth and clarity. And it's confirmed with this Ace of Swords. Communication, clarity, breakthrough moment. This person has had an epiphany. There's like the sense of a new beginning, especially when it comes to communication. So there could have been like a miscommunication between you, or this person could have had a hard time communicating, because whenever I like sit in their energy too long, I struggle with my communication, and I struggle with my communication anyway, because I'm autistic. But yeah, for actions, this person, you know, they want to come in and put in the work here. Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom. So this person, they could have taken a while to come towards you with the Knight of Pentacles, but this person is determined to communicate with you. And I feel like that's what you've been waiting for. Let's get one more for actions. Show me this person's actions. Three of Wands, forward movement. There we go. Forward movement, growth, expansion, leaving their comfort zone. You know, this is someone who's coming towards you. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Momentum, confidence, expansion, growth, foresight. Next stage in relationship, romantic momentum, creating a lasting foundation. So this person, definitely there's movement here in the future where they come towards you, showing you that they've had an expansion here, showing you that they've grown, that they've leveled up. And I feel like that's what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this person to level up. You've been waiting for them to awaken. You've been waiting for them to say something. And the King of Swords, like, I feel like this person is going to be taking accountability for whatever this is, where they burned you in the past. So my advice, as hard as it is I would try any resentment that's lingering, I would try and release it. It doesn't mean what they did was okay, but you can energetically help this by releasing resentment. Just because the Scorpion card talks about resentment, I'm not saying that you're resentful, but if you are still holding on to any little last threads of resentment, try to release those. And I feel like this could come in even quicker. So what is currently blocking this connection? What is blocking this connection? We have the Hierophant. Interesting. So it feels like there's a few things that could be blocking this connection. Spiritual ascension, I'm hearing, spiritual growth. It could be that this person feels stuck about how to come towards you as well, or something is keeping them stuck for what's blocking this connection. It could be that this person needed to awaken and spiritually ascend, which they're doing right now. Hierophant as a blockage. So it does feel like your values weren't aligned. That could be a blockage here, that your values weren't aligned, or that you were awakened and this person wasn't. One of the blockages here could have been that this person had a fear of commitment, which is what I was seeing for how you felt about them. One of the blockages here could be peer pressure from their friends as well. I'm going to get one more. I'm going to get one more for blockage. What is currently blocking this connection? We've got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is a blockage. This person could have been a little bit, how can I put that? The Page of Swords can be someone who is a little bit, there's something about communication with a Page of Swords as a blockage. There could have been miscommunications. There could have been clashing perspectives. You could have wanted commitment. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they wanted to remain in a situationship. They didn't want to commit. They could have been slightly deceitful with their words. The Page of Swords does talk about someone who can be very clever with their words to the point where you're not sure if they're being manipulative or not. So this person could have had some, just for how you felt about them, Seven of Swords in reverse, there could have been some manipulation there. Page of Swords is a blockage. There could have been unexpected problems that arose within this connection. This person could have broken a promise to you. Misunderstandings, argumentative defensiveness. Didn't I say defensiveness? So one of the blockages here could be someone is still has their defenses up. So it could be you, it could be them, it could be both of you. But I was seeing that this person could have been quite defensive with their communication. And one of the blockages here with the Page of Swords in reverse, this is someone who's this has been someone who's been too shy to speak up. They've been too timid or scared to talk to you. So that's a blockage here. So what can you focus on right now? What can you focus on right now, Aquarius? We have the Two of Pentacles. So focus on finding balance in your life. Focus on finding balance in your life right now. Focus on doing any internal work you need to do. The Two of Pentacles for advice. Let's look at that. So balancing resources, finding balance between love, work, family, adapting to the changes that are happening here. You may need to implement more organization into your routine. So make sure you're not prioritizing work over self-care. Make sure you're not prioritizing like waiting for this person over living your life, for example. Your advice is to try and find balance. There's also something here about balancing your emotions. I know this is a Pentacle card, but like if 1 minute you are waiting for this person to come in and the next minute you're like cursing at them, like cursing them or feeling really resentful towards them, Spirit's saying trying to find a healthy balance with that. And do things that make you feel less overwhelmed when it comes to this, when it comes to thinking about this person, when it comes to your personal life. Maybe, you know, working on the organization in your home as well. I'm going to get one more card of advice for you. What can you focus on? But I'm seeing like balancing your head and your heart. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. So what can you focus on right now? Reconciliation, resolution, compromise. So if you're having a hard, like if you are holding on to how this person wronged you in the past, Spirit is saying, like, try and reconciliate that. I'm not just talking about reconciliation with this person. I'm talking about not holding on to this, like not stewing about how this person burned you in the past. It says forgiveness. So that's what I was saying. Like if you're feeling resentful, there is this energy that Spirit wants you to try and forgive them. And I always trigger people when I talk about forgiveness. They're like, you're making excuses for my person and whatever. I'm not saying, and I talk about this all the time, I'm not saying it means that what they did was okay or that you should excuse bad behavior. But when you hold on to resentment, this is a heavy ass ball. And when you hold on to resentment, it weighs you down energetically. And sometimes we have to be able to forgive people without ever having sometimes we have to be able to forgive someone, even though we can't talk to them and get that apology that we want. So Spirit's asking you or telling you to focus on releasing the burden because you had the 10 of Wands. So I feel like if you are holding on to resentment, it's weighing you down. Like this is heavy. And it's just like carrying a weight around with you. So as much as you can, Spirit's asking you to try and find forgiveness. Again, it doesn't mean what this person did was okay. It doesn't excuse bad behavior. It doesn't mean they don't need to apologize. Their actions say they're going to take accountability. So the more that you can forgive them, the more you can open that energy between you is what I'm hearing. And, you know, it looks to me like you're waiting for something to happen here, and it could be weighing you down that you're waiting for something to happen. The 5 of Swords in reverse talks about not making progress despite your constant efforts, but despite believing, despite waiting. And Spirit's saying, be patient with yourself and focus on taking small, consistent steps in the direction you're hoping to go towards. So take small steps towards forgiving this person. Take it one day at a time. Don't think about how many days it's been, how many months it's been. I just heard years. Take it one day at a time. So what is your advice about your person? What is your advice about your person? What advice do you need about your person? We have the Hermit. So your person right now is they're hermiting. They're doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-introspection, and that takes time. And I feel like this person is also working on impulsive reactions because we've got the Knight of Swords on the bottom. So I feel like this person had some Knight of Swords qualities, some very reactive, very argumentative, very defensive. And once they go through this Hermit energy, they're doing a lot of self-reflection about that. They're coming in this King of Swords energy. So they're coming in a more mature energy, and that takes time. That doesn't happen overnight. One more about your person. Advice about your person. Look, we have the 6 of Swords. So I do feel like this person hasn't let you go, and they're moving into calmer waters, and you and this person will move into calmer waters, and I'm seeing a reconnection here, and I feel like that's what you're waiting for. So I just want to look at future energy between the two of you. I didn't do that for anyone else, don't tell. Future energy between the two of you. I just feel like I want to ease your troubled mind. Look, we have the Lovers, which talks about union. It talks about homecoming. It talks about an offer of love. Look, we've got the 8 of Pentacles on the floor, which is about a renewal. It's about commitment. It's about effort, putting in effort. So that's your future energy. I didn't do that for anybody else, but I felt like I had to do it for you. All right, so let's get some channeled messages from your person. Channeled messages from Aquarius's person. Why are you falling on the floor? We have surprise. Life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned just for you. We have career driven. Love was on the back burner until they were financially stable, money motivated. So this person could have been more focused on finances. We have missing piece. You're my missing puzzle piece. We were made for one another. We have shattered. Old habits are breaking down and a new version of them is being revealed. I can't speak whenever I get over here. That's what I'm talking about with the Hermit. We have weirdos. You make me comfortable in my skin. I can be myself with you. We have growth. You've encouraged me to look deep inside myself and discover who I really am. We have untrustworthy, which is what I was wondering with the Seven of Swords. I've made mistakes and lied in the past. Will you ever trust me again? Strategizing, putting together an offer you cannot refuse, planning their next move. That reminds me of that King of Swords. Irresistible. I can't resist you. You're the best I've ever had. You have my undivided attention. Transformation. I'm making conscious choices to transform into my higher self to be with you. Knight in armor. I want to show you what real love is, protect your heart, and show you an everlasting love. And look at what we have on the bottom. Twin flame. My goodness. So, Aquarius, that is your reading. These readings have been like complicated situations. I am sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.